Hey guys, welcome back to Buzzer Buzzer. Alrighty guys, so the 2021-22 NFL season official schedule has been released, and there are a bunch of games which we are looking forward to, a bunch of games which we did not expect, but the NFL schedulers have made happen. We've all seen the draft going down, teams are looking different, trades have occurred over the offseason, and the preseason is just nearing by in a couple of months. So today we're going to started off by talking about each one of our top couple of favorite games which we got going in. We're going to start off with Arian. What's that number one matchup, which you're looking forward to this upcoming season?
Okay, so my number one matchup, I think, is between the two NFC heavyweights. I think the two favorites going into the season, Tampa Bay and Los Angeles Rams. I think that's going to be probably one of the games of the year. I have the Rams making the Super Bowl over Tampa Bay in the championship, so I think that game's going to be fun to watch. I want to see Matthew Stafford, Tom Brady. Matthew Stafford finally gets a good team. And obviously, Tampa is the Super Bowl champion, so I think they're going to be two best teams in the league. And it's going to be a shootout all the way until the end.
One of my favorite matchups I'm looking forward to is Week 15 of the Seahawks schedule. They're playing the Rams, and Arian said, like he said, the Rams are, I think that they're going to do amazing next year, and I think that they're probably going to win the division, the NFC West. But Week 15, that's late. Obviously, late to the schedule. That's when every team in the NFC West is going to be fighting for that playoff spot. And since every team's so good, it's going to be crazy to see who will win, who will lose, and that might decide a lot of the team's futures. That might decide the Rams or Seahawks' future in the playoffs.
My favorite matchup definitely has to be Week 4 when Tampa Bay heads to Foxborough. Tom Brady will be on pace to break the passing yards record of that game, and so we'll see if Bill Belichick stops him or if he's going to go back to his stomping grounds and stomp over the Patriots.
All right, guys. For me, I don't gotta look much further for my favorite game happening this year. That obviously being with our hometown team, the Chicago Bears, in Week 16, going up against the Seattle Seahawks. Now, guys, by Week 16, I'm fully expecting that our primetime quarterback Justin Fields is going to be fully integrated into the system. He's going to be rolling Allen Robinson and Justin Fields. I'm so excited for that connection, along with our defense going to be fully capable at that point. And by that 16th week, our team chemistry is going to be at a point where the Seahawks are going to be scared. We already know that their O-line is comparable to a gate which a baby can just knock over, essentially. It's nothing, and I'm so excited to see Russell Wilson get torn apart and Justin Fields to clown all over him. They say Justin Fields looks up to Russell Wilson, and this game is going to be the final culmination of him ending Russell Wilson's career. All jokes aside, very excited for this game. Week 16, I'll be out of your scared.
All right, we gotta calm down. We gotta chill over here. This Justin Fields hype is getting a bit out of hand. It's all jokes, but
be scared. I see the trembling. He's shaking right now.
Yeah.
The chair moving. He's shaking.
I'm so scared right now.
He's counting the days till the day after Christmas.
Versing probably Andy Dalton is gonna be insane.
You're trying to manifest Andy Dalton right now. We all know Justin Fields will be playing that. To manifest to make sure that Andy Dalton's playing.
Let's see. We'll see what happens then.
Well, we'll get you guys a live.
We'll revisit this. We'll revisit this in December.
We for sure will. I don't know if you're gonna be able to celebrate Christmas. The day before, you might be scared in your room the day before. Who knows?
Okay.
Alright, guys, so those are our top games going into this season, but obviously there's a bunch more to choose from. So let's do one more run through, going through our second most looking forward towards game.
Week 1, I think Kansas City Chiefs versus Cleveland Browns. I think that's a game that not a lot of people are going to be talking about, but I think the Browns are going to be a lot better of a team next year. They already were a great team last season, but they got a lot of good pieces in the draft, and obviously the Kansas City Chiefs, they're the Chiefs. So let's just see how that goes down. That's going to be a great matchup, in my opinion.
I was joking around about Week 4 Jaguars Bengals, but that's actually going to be a good game. We got Joe Burrow coming back. It'll be enough weeks in the season. The number one pick from 2 years ago, the number one pick from, or I guess 1 year ago, and this year, battling out. We don't know what this Jacksonville team's going to be like, especially those first few weeks. They'll be getting in the form. It'll be fun to see these first overall picks go at each other with mediocre teams. So we all know mediocre versus mediocre is always a really good game.
Okay, for me, I'm gonna go with the Bears pick, homer pick here. I'm gonna go with the week. I believe I'm not sure what week it is, but Thanksgiving week against the Lions. I believe that this will be the first game that Justin Fields starts in his NFL career, and this is when we see the next coming of Russell Wilson. Justin Fields
But better. Correction. character.
Yeah,
but
okay, yeah.
Justin Fields will be the best quarterback the Bears have ever had, and I think this is the first game we'll see.
Oh, he's saying a lot. Yeah.
Against that
You know
terrible
how they
Lions
say-
defense.
Let's compare it. You know how they say Russell Westbrook was Derrick Rose? Russell Westbrook is
Yeah.
a modern day Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the same thing. Justin Fields is the aftermath. He's what Russell Wilson couldn't get to. He shows
Exactly.
everything that
Alright,
Russell
yeah,
Wilson was
oh
weak
my
in.
God,
Justin
wow.
Fields
Oh
will show
Lord, this is
Russell Wilson
talking
how to
to
make
people who
accurate
think Trubisky's
passes.
so
on a
good.
great bit.
Yep.
This is even worse than Trubisky hype. Honestly.
How many MVPs? How many MVPs do any other quarterback have?
Exactly.
MVPs? No, I'll tell you.
You know,
He
I've heard
holds the league
Not
record
everyone
for
can be
MVP.
as goated as Mitchell Trubisky, so I'm sorry, but
Okay, you
he's-
say yourself, right? And to imagine beating out Mitchell Trubisky first time.
But
Imagine
he
how
didn't
good you have to
do
be
it.
to do that.
you guys made a huge mistake. Not
We knew we were getting Justin.
No,
Fields. We
you're
knew it.
gonna regret it. You're gonna regret
Mitchell,
it.
dude, Trubisky left because he was scared of Justin Fields coming. You know, so
No,
I
no,
don't know. You say he's the GOAT. The GOAT's afraid of someone that you know that's a true GOAT.
Nah.
At
The goat's
the
not
end of
fit of anything. The goat's not fit.
they don't look any further. You know, I'm looking at MVPs. I mean, Russell Wilson doesn't have Nickelodeon MVP, and honestly, that's one of the most monumental.
He doesn't have any MVPs.
He
doesn't-
doesn't have an MVP vote.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right. This
Last
year,
time I
this
checked,
year.
doesn't even have a Finals MVP in the Super Bowl, right? So
Yeah,
So-
he couldn't even be. He got beat out by a linebacker for Super Bowl MVP. That's how bad he was.
You know what?
So-
Let's continue the segment.
well, a lot of optimism for sure for Justin coming in. But for me, looking at the second most favorite game, it's not going to be between, I get the Bears again, but looking at week number 9, and this is a matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, guys, this is the game I'm looking second most forward to because it's dependent on Aaron Rodgers being in. Hopefully, if he's in, I think it's written for quite the spectacle between him and Patrick Mahomes. It's going to be quite the battle. And hopefully there's no abrupt news coming out throughout the season that something happens with A-Rod. But if he stays with that team, with the Packers, we're in for quite the matchup.
Let's hope he doesn't, though.
All right, guys, what are our thoughts on the upcoming 2021-22 NFL season? There's a bunch of games, and even though we couldn't cover all of them, we all know what our favorite and most look forward towards games are. People are scared. Some people are excited. A lot of emotion coming about, guys. As always, be sure to like, button, subscribe, and comment down below the games which you're looking most forward to. As always, take care. Catch you guys on the next one.